up in my business, real nosy like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mine. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing it did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the head don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, picked up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch it tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Well, anyway, gotta pay little tax. We late to the jack, gotta jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play the score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's in common.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. They'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Broncos at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
19.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Block that.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He'll get it inside the 20, and that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary of today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This one swung out to Williams.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They give it to Williams, running right. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Let's look double count right here, double count. Easy. Touch.
On second down, Williams. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They need about the length of the football here on first and goal. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer, right?
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st down, Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to.
Touchdown! Tim Patrick, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Wilson on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre and post snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
14. Touch 50, touch 50.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third down, Drake. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big pickup of 38. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now it's Wilson. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, try to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
The kick by McManus is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mahomes now on 1st down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 3 quarters have come and gone. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This pass is going to be caught by Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
Chiefs 10. Harrison Butker at kickoff 14-6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Wilson. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3.
14.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Wilson. Able to get this to Patrick, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Wilson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Young. Down to the 42, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10. And here's a quick throw to Handler on the edge. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Brendan McManus on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. Finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Chiefs take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Chiefs, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Denver, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
hard to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get the chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am unbothered, I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right, my grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot.